Good evening. You just finished about how many hours did you train today?
I started at 3, so I don't know what time it is now.
Around 6. Trained 3 hours.
Yeah, 3 hours.
So how's it like? How old were you when you discovered that your boxing was your passion?
I actually started when I was 17,
Yeah.
but that was just just for self-defense, fitness, and then I started to get into the real stuff like 2 years ago.
2 years ago, wow.
Sparring and stuff like that. Yeah.
So what made you actually what made you decide that I want to fight and get into the ring?
Well, at first when I tried it, man, it's actually a lot of fun, and it gets your heart rate up, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. So then I started getting into sparring, and I just want to see, wow, what if I do this,
So I think around the time of when your dad fought Adrian Broner, that's when you really wanted to become a fighter.
Yeah. Around that
That's when you had your first fight, and your dad was really against it.
Yeah.
So how were you able to convince your dad that this is what I want to do?
I had to show him that I was training. I was doing the runs. I was in the gym almost every day, Monday to Saturday. Training 3 hours. So yeah, I had to show him.
So the typical bring of a fighter. A fighter has to grow up poor,
Yeah.
but then people like you are showing otherwise that it's about if you love it, then you can become a champion also.
Yeah, man. You just gotta really be determined. If you really want to do it, then put in the work.
So so now you're here in America. So do you plan to continue? Do you plan to have your fighting career here in America or back home in the Philippines?
Well, right now I'm just staying here because the pandemic, it's kind of safer over here. So that's why I'm staying here, and I'm trying to look for the best gyms.
Yeah.
So why not the wild card?
I think this is one of the best gyms, and so now you're training with Coach Marvin Sampson. How do you like training with Coach Marvin so far?
Yeah, it's nice, man. He's a really good coach. He's very technical, and I learned a lot from him.
So, if I may ask, you've seen your dad fight and whatnot. What's your favorite fight of your dad?
Favorite fight? Probably his fights with Morales.
Morales.
Yeah, the early ones.
The early ones.
For me, those were the best ones.
Those were the best.
Because the action-packed and the punch volume and stuff.
Were you there in that fight?
Oh no, I was I don't know, I was still little, but early on I started rewatching most of the fights, and then Morales, the trilogy was one of my favorites.
So during that time, did you ever envision that you could probably end up doing this when you were younger?
At the time, actually no, because my first sport was basketball. So in the past, when I was little, I wanted to be a basketball player, and then when I got into boxing, I had more fun boxing, so I wanted to do this.
Definitely. So you saw Coach Freddie and everything. You guys had a few words. Did he tell you anything or give you advice?
Well, usually when I see Coach, just just asking me how I'm doing here, ask him the same thing, and how's training. So mostly just stuff like that.
So today your father officially announced his retirement from boxing. Were you expecting this to happen? Was he already planning it after the fight, or did it kind of catch you off guard?
Yeah, actually, it kind of caught me off guard.
Caught you off guard.
I was just at home resting, and then I saw the video on his Instagram.
I think a lot of people teared up. I teared up when I saw it.
Yeah, same. Me too, man. I watched the video more than 5 times, I think.
5 times.
Good.
So right now and everything, what's your message to all the other Filipino fighters out there that are trying to make a name for themselves?
Just keep working. Whatever you put your mind to, you can do it. Just put in the work.
What's your so right now? 5 years from now, where do you expect to be within the sport of boxing?
Sport of boxing, hopefully, if it's not in the amateurs, maybe have a couple of pro fights already. So we'll see.
Do you ever dream of fighting in the Olympics?
Olympics, yes. Actually, that's why I kind of fell in love with boxing. Because I want to represent the Philippines. So that would be a good idea.
So right now, thank you for your time. Last message. What's your message to Jonah Sultan? He has a fight in New York. It's one of his biggest breaks in his career. What can you tell him?
Jonas, I know you can do it, man. I've seen you work, and good luck to you.
Thank you for your time. Nice talking to you.